Guys, welcome to Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. I am back from checking out my land in Tennessee. I walked the 25 acres. It is maple trees and leaves, and it's about half on a higher level and half on a lower level, and I'm excited. I met with some home builders, and I'm going to have a log cabin kind of designed up for me, and then I'm looking into materials and some other things. And it is going to be expensive because lumber and everything else in the world is like 15 times higher. And gas on the way back from Florida and Tennessee, I visited my mom, all expensive stuff. So we'll see how it turns out. Let's jump right into my main story here. I see dumb people. Now, I'm always reminded of this whenever I'm in the real world. In other words, I go visit my parents. I go to the store. Other than Walmart. Walmart doesn't count. And stay away from fast food joints like, Taco Bell and McDonald's and all the rest of them. If you stay out of those places and you stay off the computer, you know what? Everybody's pretty nice. Everybody's, we've all got the same problems in life. And I find that the only time I'm really encountering dumb people anymore is on the web. And so if you're wondering why I've been offline for a week, it only took me 3-4 days to get back. But I took another 3-4 days offline because whenever I'm on, I just feel my IQ being pulled from my body whenever I'm online. And I got a couple of stories here to talk about a little bit. And obviously what's going on is bad in between Russia and Ukraine. There's a lot of hyperbolic talk about it, but never miss an opportunity for these influencers to miss a chance to make themselves the center of attention. And this girl not only did her facial makeup, but she put her monthly cycle blood on her face to give this look, to get attention. And when I see stories like this, and this is on Twitter, man. Like, I'm not even digging deep for this stuff. It's not like I'm in the dark recesses of the web to find this. And what it basically makes me do is realize the internet is going to destroy society. Computers and social media, we're all going to end because of it. And here's another one. This is actually a video that I cannot show you because now I can show you on locals. I'll play it at the end for the locals and the Rumble people. I can't play this on YouTube because here we have, again, more women finding out how to make, instead of worrying about the men that are actually fighting and defending and the politics of it, these gals have gone out, and this is in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower. I've actually been to this park, and these women are out there without their tops on, with their chests painted, with a flag and, obviously peace and all the other messages. And this helps no one. This will not improve anything in the world. It doesn't bring attention to an unknown situation. I think everybody knows what's going on, but they always have to insert themselves into the center of attention. And so, as we go through these stories, guys, you're going to get inundated with the crazy stuff from women, the news, the fear-mongering, the everything else is going on. And here's the truth. Should you know about it? Yes. Should you be worried about it? Possibly. Can you do anything about it? Not really. Not real. Change how you vote. Maybe find somebody that wants to put in different policies if you don't like what's going on. Except for Russia, you can't really vote much in there. And Ukraine's got its own issues. But anyway, the whole point is, if you don't like what's going on with the gas prices and everything else, I don't want to get into the politics of it. Just pay attention to it. But other than that, go out and touch some grass. Go out and enjoy nature while it's still here until we all become glowing cinders of ash from being nuked. But this one was the one that's like, I can't do that, man. I mean, I can do this for you guys, but I can't do this anymore. I see stories like this, and I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. This is too crazy. This is from the news.com.au. Now, I don't know. I guess this is a real news website, right? But this is under lifestyle. I've spent $200,000 on my bum. but I still can't get a date. A woman who has spent more than $200,000 on bum lifts. They didn't lift anything, trust me. 10 pounds of crap, 5-pound bag. Has revealed why men are scared of her and why she struggles to get a date. This is the new trend, by the way. Let me just say this. This is the new trend. If you disagree with somebody, you're phobic or you hate them or you're scared of them or you're a troll or anything. God forbid we just disagree or heaven forbid we just don't find somebody attracted. Now we're scared. I'm not scared of big women. Well, a little bit. but I'm just not attracted to them. And now look at the face on this girl. Let me tell you. The spinning wheel of death, it won't play, and I don't think you want to see it. She's had lip injections and chest surgery and everything else. And she looks like, do you remember the old movie, The House? It was a really bad, like C-rated movie. It was called The House. Anyway, one of the monsters looked like this, like the big fake blood-colored lips. And woman has spent more than $200,000 on her behind so she can fulfill her dream of having the world's biggest ass. That's a dream now, apparently. I dream of being financially independent. I dream of having my own home on 25 acres where I can have a farm. I dream of having friends, enjoying time with my dogs. I dream of the internet collapsing, none of us seeing this anymore. But this woman's dream was to get the world's biggest bum. Natasha Crown from Sweden has had 6 bum lifts, and I say bum instead of butt because that's what they wrote, because the bigger the booty, the better, she said. Now, if you just www.internet.com and you look up big booty or I don't know, whatever, you'll see all sorts of sizes. The ones that I prefer are the ones that have gone to the gym and are kind of bubble butts and firm. This is a whole different thing. However, despite loving her body, she loves it, mind you, she struggles to find love as her body shape and personality scares men. Honestly, maybe her body shape does scare men. Personality may also scare men. She says, I want the biggest butt, but the bigger the booty, the better. I'm famous for my big bum. Yeah, you're famous for something. My last relationship was 7 years ago. I am pretty extreme, so I think people are afraid of me. No, you've just taken your body to extremes. It's the same thing with the bodybuilders that inject they're not, let me correct that. It's the same thing with the guys that inject the oil into their bodies and then they're flexing, and at first it looks kind of good, but then after you look for a second, you're like, wait, something's really wrong with this person. And then you realize they've got a bunch of oil injected into their body and they don't look right. That's what she looks like to me. She says it's scary for men. You have my personality, then you have my body, then you have everything else on top of that. That's extreme. And this is her. And yes, that is extreme. That's an extreme face. And because the lip, remember with the swelling lip here. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to frighten you. Look at her lips. They're all swollen up. She's got makeup above it as well. And I mean, no hate on her, but women do not need to do this. And this is where everything's going. Like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Everybody must wait. Stop what you're doing. Now look at me. Now look at you. Now look at me. And that's what she's done to herself. This looks ridiculous. And it makes me sad for her. Because that's 5 pounds of crap and 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag right there. Natasha had her first bum lift when she was 20 years old and was due to have another procedure earlier this year. It was a Brazilian butt lift. No, not unless you have 2 small Brazilian two small Brazilian men stuffed in there. I'm going to have my 6th soon, she said. She spent around $150,000 US. I'm sorry, this is just not. You don't look human anymore. Like, it starts falling into the uncanny valley for people. This is what she looked like before. She was cute. Yeah, and again, she was a little bit bigger girl, but no hate on that. I've had 5 surgeries, started working out at the gym, and all the body modifications. Here's the thing. Guys, I will tell you this. Over the last week or so, just not even being on the internet, because I was in my car driving, I was listening to audiobooks. And whenever I'd go into a restaurant, or whenever I went into, even around here in Bozeman, whenever I go in somewhere, people are nice. For the most part. I mean, every once in a while you meet a nutbag, but people are nice. People are normal. People are, and maybe they're just hiding it. I don't know. But I think this is a very small subset of people out of the 8 billion humans on this earth that are acting like this. And we may see the worst of these people. And so, yes, I see dumb people all day long online. But I will tell you this. Turn off the computer, go touch some grass, go meet people in the real world. It's not quite so crazy out there. And the problem is that the longer this continues on, and the more that the internet becomes, and if they do meta and all this other stuff, the more people are going to become kind of disconnected from the real world. And I thought I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, because I know a lot of you guys do the same thing I do, where it's like, holy crap, everything is so bad. The world is awful. Everything's falling apart. Just turn off the computer, get away from it. And you know what? And then maybe you'll hear a little whistle and a big boom and a mushroom cloud, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. But other than that, losing sleep laying in bed is not going to better yourself in any way. And trying to virtue signal and be the center of attention is just looking for help, and these people need to find it. Guys, if you're here on YouTube, join me over on Rumble or betterbachelor.locals.com, where I'll do the dating profiles of the day, and I'm going to show that video that I was just showing about earlier, so make sure to join me over there because YouTube sucks. For the rest of us, let's go back over to this video here. And I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm going to mute it because it's just a bunch of feminists yelling. But you can see here, you can see through the paint, and the Slava something. They have a bunch of messages. They've got the blue smoke going for the Ukrainians, and they've got, some of them have hairy armpits. They've got the blue and yellow flower. I mean, they've just gone for what? We know the war is there. We know what's going on. We know there's the conflict. Are you bringing attention to it? No. Are you solving any problems? No. Are you fixing anything? No. What are you doing? Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. This is so much of society online. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people on dating apps and everything else that are like this in real life as well. But it's just, my God, how can these people be the center of attention? And here's the thing, they're not going to be happy. These are unhappy people. These are miserable people that are unhappy. So I'm just, as the rule of thumb, go touch some grass and be happy. All right, let's do a dating profile of the day. All righty, not a whole lot to do on this one. This is kind of simple, short and sweet. This is Angel. She's 45. She is a big girl. Where's my big girl button? Where's my big girl button?
Was she a great big fat person?
There's my big girl button. She's a big girl. She's 45. It says 6 feet, 7 inches, or excuse me, 7 figures, 8 inches, or keep it moving. Oh, I hit the. Can you tell it's been a week since I did work? I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. We talk about the sixes, right? 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches. She wants 6 feet, 7 figures, millionaire, 8 inches, or keep it. And what are you bringing to the table? Because if you sat down at a table with this woman, she'd eat everything that's there and wouldn't even leave anything for you. And I found this, guys. I found this on Twitter. And it wasn't even on like, a meme site or a comedy site. This was somebody that just matched or found this in their swipes, and they were like, dude, can you believe this? When Twitter's doing dating profiles of the day, you know it's getting bad. Get out in the real world, guys. And I'll have some more interesting stories. I haven't had much time to be on the computer and look at stuff, so I had to find some stuff quickly. Thank you for those of you that messaged these to me on betterbachelor.locals.com. And I get so many emails. I know some of you guys send this stuff in an email. Digging through my emails takes longer, but at some point when I have a little more time, I'll look for it. Until then, guys, we'll see you next time.